Yo, how's it going, everyone? It is that time once again. We are back for the Dokkan early stream here on a Sunday morning, late Saturday night for some of you, but we are here. Hopefully we should be getting the EZA details today. Oh yeah, I forgot about that when I stopped playing this last night, the fact that I was about to rank up. Let's go. Rank 1227. But yeah, I got my my freshly pulled 55% Beerus. So link level in this boy. I used the small link orbs to get him straight to level 5s. And now we're just farming up those other link levels. But yeah, how's everyone doing today? I hope you are all well. Drace, Apathy, Godly Reaper. In contact, they got leaks. Apparently after this celebration we're going to get a TUR from GT. Tanabar will be Beast and Orange Piccolo. GDC is going to be Namek. Interesting. I'm excited for Summer Games Fest. Well, that's a month away. So in terms of the leak thing, sounds interesting. When you say contact that has leaks, how has this been a reliable source before? Because a TUR from GT, I could see that. I'm trying to think who they've been doing. Some like they've been filling out the roster of some of these characters that we didn't have before. So like a Rildo or a transforming like Rildo could be kind of interesting as like a filler Dokkan Fest for GT. I feel like there is, apart from Super Saiyan 4, I feel like there just is no version of like the GT Goku that's hype for like a Dokkan Fest. Because nobody wants like a mini base form Goku from the Super 17 fight or something, I don't think. That is true, the 12th anniversary will have the Beast EZA. But then I suppose that'll happen with that regardless of what the theme of the celebration is. Also, when you say like Tanabar will be Beast and Orange Piccolo, is it like Beast is one of the LRs and then Piccolo is the other one? Or the unit is going to be a Beast Gohan and Orange Piccolo? Because that would be awesome. Nice. I love the fact that for these 3 days we get so many like login stones. So like I got with the Goku Day login stones, I had enough to then do my first multi on the Beerus banner yesterday and pulled Beerus, which is pretty awesome. And now with just doing like the login and the dailies and stuff from today, I've got another 50 stones so I can do the second one. And then when the EZAs come out, actually, this is the thing though, someone raised a really good point, is that one of them's a super EZA, one of them's a sub EZA, so there probably isn't even going to be a 30 stage, like Extreme Z battle stage, so we're not, potentially not going to get any stones. Unless they do like, the only thing I can think of is if they do like the STR, well I feel like they would have announced it though, but if they do like the STR Whis and like Int Vados and like Int Supreme Kai and Kobito or something, and then they do like a 30 stage EZA that's just called like Realm of Gods edition or something. My contact said Frieza all of 2026 starting from next celebration. I see. It was right for Saiyan Day and this Golden Week. Okay, interesting. Did my third multi and got God Goku off a Super Shenron. Hey, let's go. Massive G, how's it going? Preston still locking in my TVC theory. That was the Namek Saga one, right? It's me, I'm the source. Thomas says again. GDC is Saiyans versus Wicked Bloodline Trust. Is there a reason you need to have an all types lead for link leveling? You don't need to, but like you can, especially if you're link leveling lower characters like SRs and stuff, like they can get you killed, which is kind of annoying. So at least if you have a leader skill that covers like all the characters,
all right, let's do this.
Kind of helps out a little bit. I think I kept her because I was link leveling all of the like crossover. Well, I was just keeping all of the crossover and like heroes characters, and she technically is the only Supreme Kai, like the mini Supreme Kai of Time. So I thought I might as well. And then it's only funnily enough, only recently, because that stage we had where you could only use crossover characters, I'd run out of crossover characters to link level, and then she was sat there because I don't normally link level like SRs or just base SSRs. But because I had to, it seemed pointless to do that daily crossover stage if I wasn't using crossover characters that still needed to have links leveled up. So I decided to put her on the team. Might as well. Almost deleted Dokkan today. Oh no, another bad luck situation. Did 800 stones, got 8 hits. 8 hits. 7 Super Saiyan Goku, Rainbow Gamma, 3 Piccolo, 3 Dama Goku. Oh boy. Didn't want to play Reset Simulator all day. Yeah, see, this is what I was saying in the data download video when we saw that this event was coming back. It's like, a level 6 is okay, I guess, but like, why do I care about that? Those are level 7s, which is at least a bit better, but like, even the silver ones, like level 4 is not bad. Level 5 for the gold's not bad, but like we have the god orbs now, so they're the ones that I want to give my like better characters. Yeah, free the content from Akatsuki and save us from this drought. Oh, I see. It's more just it's actually the events being annoying. But yeah, that is unfortunately with the whole, like that's what recently, especially with some of the teams and stuff, some of the setups, it very much has been a case of like, why on earth can we not pick our starting rotations? Right, so I'm going to do another summon on the Beerus banner because I've got 50 stones. Honestly, as crazy as it sounds, I kind of want to pull the Kaioken Goku just because I don't have him. I would take another dupe for Gohan, and obviously we would take a dupe for Beerus, but literally I've done one multi on the banner and pulled Beerus, so. But yeah, I want to get the summon points and then obviously the free multi, so. Oh, we got Vegeta. No fusion though. Okay, fair enough. Can't really complain considering the first multi was Beerus. I wouldn't be surprised if I don't get anything for the rest of the 3+1 rotation, but that's fine. What about STR Hercule? Do I actually need any more copies of him, or is he Rainbow now? One of the things Vilify was saying yesterday was apparently the new update has a thing where you can trade the units for coins like directly from this screen, which is pretty cool. Yeah, there you go. That's the last copy of that Hercule. So that's another character that will be future coins. Just think that could have been Mira and Toa though. I didn't get Godku, no. I just did the 150 stone, like the 3+1 rotation on his banner, and I didn't get anything good. And then I figured I might as well do the first 3 multis on the Beerus banner, because then I get the summon points. And then, yeah, I pulled Beerus, like, straight away. Because, yeah, I need that one. That next multi on the Beerus banner will give me another summon point ticket. Ooh. But yeah, I'm not gonna. There's no way I'm going to 300 pity on this banner, so I can at least get the coins. We're not 100% sure we're getting the details today, no. But basically, with how like the recent load of releases have been, I think it's going to be details today and then release on Tuesday. So I want to do the same because I can get the points, but I don't know. Yeah, I think this is what I've said before in the past, right? I don't think it's worth summoning on a banner that you wouldn't have summoned on anyway. Just to get the summon points. But yeah, Bloodmonger, how's it going? First stone multi on Goku got Beerus and Whis. Nice, nice. Rubo, how's it going? Yeah, you can ask something. Go ahead. Shout out to Massive G for the $10 super chat. It's Mother's Day. Don't forget to take care of your mama. Well, it's funny because actually I think it might... Is it Mother's Day and Father's Day? I can't remember. But they're actually different days in the UK and America. Like it isn't Mother's Day today in the UK. I'm trying to... It's later, I think. Yeah, no, it's earlier because it's March because it's Mother's Day is around a similar sort of time. I think it's like the week after or something. It's like a similar time to my dad's birthday. So it's like my dad's birthday and Mother's Day within like a short amount of time in the UK. But yeah, Mother's Day in the UK is in like March. But even so, happy Mother's Day to all you guys in... It's the US, Canada, and many other countries, according to Google. It's Mother's Day today. So happy Mother's Day to... all the Ningen community mothers in the US and Canada and so on. Father's Day for USA is next month. Yeah, Father's Day is sometimes they're already having like signs up in the card shops and stuff to like get your Father's Day cards, but it's June 21st of June. Don't know if that's the same as the US, but yeah, 21st of June. 930. Is there a reason why you haven't used them or saving them for something? Because when they did this most recent lineup update, I think it's probably one of the best lineups that we've had. But yeah, I think this is like my best Realm of Gods team at the moment until we get the EZAs. Because I don't have the God Goku. Although... I always forget, actually, someone mentioned it in the video yesterday. I kind of forget about Int UI Super EZA sometimes. Like, I forget it exists. Because, yeah, he's obviously better than the Tech Gods. Well, actually, I think... I didn't mention this on stream or anything, because... Where the hell's the UI? Int UI? I just... There he is. So on the thing I was talking about, when I was talking about like the best units for Realm of Gods and stuff, someone commented saying that the Tech Gods, I think I did mention this in my Realm of Gods video yesterday, actually, for those of you that have seen it, so you know what I'm going to say. But someone was saying in the comments of my thing that they think the Tech Gods are better than Ultra Super Villain Vegeta. Which I don't think I agree with that, but what do you guys think? Like, the Tech Gods are still good, but I think there's a lot of situations where they're just not that crazy anymore. I don't know. What do you guys think? Maybe I'll make a tweet and make a video about it later, but... I mean, I guess, yeah, it does depend on the event. Like, if it's a hard-hitting AGL boss, then obviously the tech gods have type advantage and guard for most of the time anyway, whereas Vegeta doesn't have guard and therefore would probably get slapped. But, and yeah, I suppose if it's a really long event, then yeah, because obviously Vegeta, once you transform, it's like you have the 6 turns thing, but... But, like, Vegeta definitely does way more damage than them. Like, especially now. Like, their early turns, like, damage is honestly kind of weak. I don't have a good image of the tech gods, though. Yeesh. The only pictures of like the Ultra Super Villain God Vegeta actual card art are terrible. I'll just put discussion came up on my post about the best ROG team. So let's hear what y'all think. Who is better for the team overall at the moment? I can see the gods for longer events or a tough AGL boss. But for the most part, I think Vegeta is better. Let me know what you think. Let me know. Yeah, I saw that as well, actually, the pudding shop thing being updated. Maybe I should do a video about that, because there's not... if we don't get the EZA details, there's not a huge amount of things to do videos about for today. But yeah, Rubo, KLK, didn't actually ask their question, but... Yeah, Ruben Sanchez, how's it going? Prof, good morning. Is Shen on the 220 lead? I saw people mentioning Shen, but like Shen is like a good World Tournament EZA, but like he's not actually that good, and he's like a slot 1 unit, which the team has multiple like powerful summonable LRs to be the slot 1 characters, and Shen has no links with like anyone on the team. Like, I know people like to meme about Shen, but like he's not actually that good for the team. Like, after he dodges 5 times, he gives Realm of Gods allies 20% attack for like 2 turns, but that's basically it. Waiting room. Okay, yeah, no, we're waiting for the details to come out. Sure, he thinks he's the best TUR. What, Shen? The problem is he has to be in slot 1, and then he has, what, a 70% chance to dodge. So then after he dodges an attack, it goes up to 90%, which is obviously pretty crazy. But like his links are bad and his damage is kind of bad. Like how is like in UI, for example, not better than him? Fair to say GDC was better than the 11th anniversary. I think so. The 11th anniversary was kind of like disappointing overall for most people. So I don't think it's a huge stretch to say that the 11th anniversary, the GDC was better.
All right, let's do this.
Where do you recommend spend the free tickets? What, the free tickets from the Seriously Serious event, like to summon for Goku or Beerus? I think Goku is probably the one that is the most versatile because you can run him on like Pure Saiyans and Goku family teams and stuff like that. Whereas if you pull Beerus, I feel like you're only running Beerus on like Realm of Gods. Right? It's like you're not going to be really running him anywhere else. Good old Whis event and its absolutely terrible drop rate. Godku's idle animation is so clean. I ain't even a Godku fan. And I do like it. I really like the aura and like the clothes movement and stuff. I do think it's kind of disappointing that he just stands still and doesn't do anything. But I guess he's just flexing that aura. What's the funny thing about leveling this SSR mini Supreme Kai of Time is that she has the thing where it's like rare chance to stun all of the enemies, and it's actually happened for me like multiple times during the link leveling thing. It's quite funny. I summoned for Beerus, got him with the tickets, then realised that his support is mega busted but doesn't support any units. Yeah, it supports literally him and Champa, and that's basically it. But both Xeno Trunks EZAs are very good on the superhero team. Yeah, I tried out a run last night while we were doing the podcast to like test it out, but I think I made the rest of the team not very good because I bought the TUR Gammas as well. And I didn't think about bringing like, I should have brought like Beast Gohan EZA and like Orange Piccolo EZA, but I didn't. I basically ran the two like reverse exchange Gammas, the two original Gammas, and then the two Xeno Trunkses, which didn't really work out very well. Yeah, the superhero, the Gohan is better than the Gamma too, but I think Goku is better than the Beerus. So if you're, that's the thing, if you're gonna do the tickets and you manage to get lucky and get the new unit, you probably would rather have the Godku, I think, than Beerus. Someone did say in the stream the other day, like, what if there is a part 2 LR and it's a reversible exchange Beerus and Champa, or Champa and Vados, because then they would be on Planetary Destruction. I can't believe we're still undervaluing a unit that has 100% dodge and then 90% in the most important slot. And with 2 TOP tag, you have 2. Yeah, I still, like, I don't understand people. Like, this is why I still personally think that, Physical UI and Blue Evolution are the best unit in the game. Because, yeah, 2 turns of 100% dodge with the UI Gokus, then 2 turns of, like, 100% damage reduction with the Blue Evolution Vegetas. Like, you basically have 4 turns where they can't die. Like, at all. It's not even like, oh, you know, they have a really, really high chance to not die. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Like, they literally, for 4 turns, they can't die. About using them on the Android team with Mira. Wait, who? Yeah, there's not exactly a crazy amount of content at the moment. Like, this next week is going to potentially be very, very slow. Like, if it's just the EZAs coming out on... Well, actually, they did mention there's going to be another one of those. I've forgotten what the event is called now. Union Master. There's another one of those. Talking about Shen. I suppose it depends on like the event and everything, because the thing for me that I would say about Shen is that like he's doing, it's not like there are no other characters on the team that do the same kind of thing that he does, but he also does no damage and has no links. Also, he doesn't have a 100% chance to dodge. He has a 90% chance to dodge. Well, he has a 70% chance to dodge the first attack. Then once he dodges that first attack, he has a 90% chance to dodge. But I mean, you can go watch the showcase video that I recorded for him when his EZA came out for the World Tournament, and he failed a dodge and died immediately in one of the things, because he's got like no defense. That's the thing. Whereas at least like physical UI, if he doesn't dodge, and especially against a normal, he has that one hit that he takes where he has damage reduction. And even though it is annoying because he doesn't heal, he does also have the survive KO thing, even though I don't like the way his one is implemented. Whereas Shen, literally against any boss that's even remotely hard hitting, like if he doesn't dodge, you're immediately dead. So, oh wait, yeah, it's 100% against, what is it? It's a certain thing, isn't it? When all allies are realm of gods. Yeah, that's true. He automatically dodges the first attack and then it goes to 90%. But yeah, literally, you can watch the showcase that I recorded. Like, he dies in that video. And I was very disappointed. I think it's one of those typical video things as well, where I was literally in the middle of talking about how ridiculously broken he seems to be, and then he died. Yeah, I forgot about that part. I was looking at his kit and then I missed that bit. All allies, demonic power, realm of gods or world tournament. He guaranteed dodges the first attack in slot 1. Then after that, he has a 90% chance to dodge every other attack, which is all well and good, but yeah. I still think, like, well, we're talking about TURs anyway, weren't we? We're not saying, like, I don't think anyone thinks that Shen is better than UI, Goku, and Pro Evolution Vegeta, right? I don't need to make that argument, right? Nobody actually thinks that. Let's just make sure. Because, yeah, I don't need to argue with a point that no one is making. Eight months till Beast returns. I think there's more skill gap between Gohan and Gamma 2 than Beerus and Goku. Well, unfortunately, the thing with, like, Gohan's a really, really good slot 1 unit, but only for, like, 5 turns. And then, obviously, after that, the problem with that team, the superhero team specifically, is, like, once that passive runs out for Gohan, like, who do you put in slot 1? That was the problem that team had even, like, at New Year's when those units came out, because... yeah, I think the, isn't it, like, with the certain parts of a character's passive can be cumulative, but I'm fairly sure, I might be wrong, I don't know if Proton is here today, but I don't think the extra dodge that God Goku, that UI Goku gives to other characters, as far as I'm aware, I don't think it's cumulative with the dodge chance that that character already has. So like if they have 90% chance to dodge, and then UI Goku is giving them an extra 10% chance to dodge, they don't have 100%. They have a 90% and a 10% as like two separate things. But I'm not sure. Well, his is 7% for Realm of Gods, additional 7% if they're superclass. So it's 14% he gives. I wonder how well would 55% Beerus tank Jiren's super attack? Because on his first turn, he is pretty tanky. Let's have a look. Actually, genuinely don't know, so let's see. Because he has the extra damage reduction on turn 1. That's not bad. 300k. Yeah, the banners are really bad. Okay, MX, how's it going? I forget that physical UI does that as well, giving people the extra 14% chance to dodge, which is kind of funny. Like, I mean, it's a very cool effect to have, like, for that first turn, just making everybody dodge that little bit more. But yeah, I mean, events like this, for example, like the supervillain Jiren, where he always supers in slot 1. Obviously, characters like Shen will be super, super good here because he always supers in slot 1. So, although, of course, like here, sometimes he does other attacks as well. The super attack is actually the third attack of the turn. So, this is one of my favourite rotations for this team, though, where you switch over to Blue Evolution Vegeta, transform this guy. So we've got the full, like, different god forms of Vegeta turn. Now, this is a crazy rotation. I love it. But yeah, I think that Beast might be the reason why we just get so many slot 1 units now that rely on dodge. Because Beast was just so powerful with how ridiculously tanky he was. Like, we were talking about this on the podcast last night, is one of the reasons why I think he was such a dominant best unit in the game is because he didn't have to rely on dodge or anything like that. He would just straight up tank everything. 115 million for Blue Evolution Vegeta here. Tried the mission execution. Yeah, we talked about it a little bit earlier. I tried out, it was kind of like a superhero slash mission execution team. But yeah, the Whis event is still terrible and the drop rate is bad. But like when you do get that luck, like the god orbs that you can get from it are super crazy. Got what I needed, but I spent too many stuns. Yeah, I went all in for supervillain God Vegeta, so I knew I wasn't going to be able to do many summons here for the Realm of Gods guys, but that's fine. I got very lucky and got Beerus on the first multi, so I'll take it. Yeah, Beast was just crazy. I don't know. That's why I don't know if they'll make a unit that's that dominant in like slot 1 just from tanking again. So it'll be very interesting to see what they do for his EZA. Like, oh, there you go. We win because now everybody gets Beerus's buff, and in UI Goku transformed on this turn, so he's invincible. So we just win. And we'll be on 100% HP as well. Crazy. UI Goku dodge support gets added on top. It's not a separate thing. I don't believe that's the case. It doesn't usually work like that with support passives, but I would have to double check. Yeah, I have a feeling like they'll make Broly's EZA absolutely insane just because he was so good on release, and then he kind of aged quickly because his defense wasn't the craziest, but his offense was insane. Like having those crazy turns where you set up like having one of them transformed and then the other one not transformed, but like linking up as partners on the same rotation, and then the transformed one would just go absolutely insane. Like, that was so good. But yo, Jameson, how's it going? It's a shame that this is like the only fight we have to do in the game at the moment as well, basically. I hate the Bio Broly fight. I don't think it's fun at all. Do I even have a superhero team set up? Well, it's not full superhero, but no. Yeah, because I don't have my own STR Gamma 2 and Piccolo, so I guess would you just throw those guys on? Put STR Gamma 1, I guess. Is he the best? Or in terms of floating, who's the best one? He's the one that gives defense support, right? So probably him, I guess. And then we put on... Really?
All right, let's do this.
Give me more godly equipment. Level 10 bronze defense. Let's go. Yeah, so hopefully 18 minutes until the EZA details. We shall see. Well, they don't share any links. That's crazy. I mean, I guess to be fair, like Xenotrunks wants to be in slot 3 anyway, so... Okay.
Let's
We
do
kind of
this.
need one of the Gohans to be on turn 1. Really? It's like the same rotation, basically. This is exactly what Drace was saying before about like rotation simulator or reset simulator. Like, with this team, you need to have one AGL Gohan on turn 1 and the other AGL Gohan on turn 2.
All right.
But,
Let's do this.
bruh, stop this. So yeah, they're both going to be on turn 2. What do you think part 2 would be if there is one? I don't know. I don't think there is going to be a part 2, but it would probably be...
Let's do this.
It'd have to be in like a week or so, because then normally... I don't know, because the schedule's changed so much now, so we don't really know. But seriously, how many times am I going to have to start this and not have a Gohan on turn 1? So annoying.
All right. Let's do this.
Because yeah, it's usually end of May. Yeah, like the 31st of May in 2022 was when we got the Dokkan Fest. 31st of May in 2023. 30th of May in 2024. So yeah, usually the end of May there's another new Dokkan Fest. Okay, finally. If there's no part 2, where will the EZAs go? Well, the EZAs should be out on Tuesday, hopefully. That worked out quite nicely for Key, didn't it? Gohan still takes 264k. Interesting. But yeah, the EZAs will just be part of part 1. And then if there is a part 2, hopefully we get another EZA or Super EZA or something. Yeah, details hopefully in 15 minutes, or 14 minutes now even. But we don't know 100%, but yeah, hopefully. Because if the EZAs are coming out, if the schedule is what I think it is, or what it usually is, it will be details today, EZAs on Tuesday. So it all depends whether that happens or not, I guess, is the main thing. Since the Master Worldwide, this day the full Broly team has been my favourite and most fun team to use. It definitely was a fun team. Yeah, full Broly team was super fun. And Gohan only has Cold Judgment active here, so he's not going to do a lot of damage. Nothing but pull 3, Toa and Mira. Man, I wish I could get Toa and Mira. Reaction break. We don't really need to heal here. Also, Gohan's not going to get hit first, so giving him the attack buff on a turn where he's not getting hit to get the extra attack buff seems... Well, actually, no, because his is only... Yeah, he gets it permanently once he gets hit once, right? And let Geppy know you need the luck. Oh yeah, that's what I was going to do. I'm going to post the second channel link. Yeah, I'm going to be doing my Sunday afternoon stream, so it's like 3 PM UK time, so basically in just over 6 hours from now, I'll be streaming on the second channel some more The Long Dark, which is this like survival game we have to survive in the snowy wilderness. It's one of those good like chill, you could just, it's a game that I could literally just sit and play for hours. Tried it out for an evening stream during the week, it was quite fun. Had a couple of new faces that were obviously familiar with the game, which is cool. So come check it out if you just want to chill. And obviously I always say this, but on the second channel like, we still talk about Dokkan stuff and everything, but just be chilling out playing other games, talking about other games and stuff too. I thought it would be, it hasn't been the case for a long time, but I saw a really bad Keanu Reeves movie last night. Well, Little Blue and I watched it. It wasn't that long, but we watched it in 2 halves because we started watching it quite late when we watched the first part. But it's called Outcome, and oh boy, it was just terrible. And yeah, I haven't seen a bad Keanu Reeves movie, I feel like, for ages. So. There we go, get those for you. Almost done with the Expedition 33 Platinum today. Looking forward to finishing that. Probably start reading the Watchmen comic. Nice. Yeah, I never actually had the Watchmen, like the full graphic novel thing. I borrowed it from somebody ages ago that I worked with when I first read it. It was pretty cool. The Apple TV movie. Yeah, it came up at the beginning saying it was an Apple original. It was awful. It's one of those things where, like, when you get to the end, you're like, why was this made? Like, who is this for? It was just so bad. Damn, people are taking some damage. I love it with Trunks with his like multi-turn support on his super attack effect, and then he does 2 additional normal attacks. Gee, great. Nice one, guy. Do I believe I have every unit in the game besides some new releases? It was written and directed by Jonah Hill, and he's in it, and he plays a very weird character, but it's awful. Do not recommend. Yeah, I'm missing Dabura, obviously now God Goku, Gamma 2 and Piccolo. I think that might be it. Yeah, I think that's it. EZA go home with the 50 mil. Let's go. And then next turn we can just use the orange picker. So if we don't kill him this turn, We just Orange Piccolo next turn and then kill him. Oh yeah, Kaioken Goku and Hit. Yeah, Tech Kaioken Goku and In Hit. I don't have either of them. They're probably the oldest units that I don't have now, because they were for Golden Week last year, so they're over a year old now, and I haven't pulled them a single time. But they're both bad, so I mean Goku was bad on release, but Hit's just not very good really anymore. Yeah, so no, I don't even need to take the risk of like, well, I don't think Gohan would tank in slot 1 on this turn anyway, but I don't need to take the risk anyway now. We just transform and then we win. Yeah, I think... Yeah, Hit's good for one specific mission, which is the Extreme Festival Battles thing, but I literally just used in Legendary Super Saiyan Broly. Well, there you go. So that's kind of fun. 5 minutes until the EZA details, hopefully. In fact, I should get my thumbnail ready so I can get the video up straight away. See if we can get a decent Whis orb drop. Beans on cheesy toast or cream cheese and smoked salmon platter or salted chips double fried and goose fats that extra crunchy alongside an onion and marmalade dip. Wow, Tala, you've got these are actually all like good things. It's makes an interesting change. I guess it depends on what time of day it is as well, because I mean, for me, I'm not a fan of salmon. I don't really like fishy fish. So it's always going to be the chips or the beans on cheesy toast. But I mean, who am I kidding, right? Beans, beans, beans. Alright, so let's get a thumbnail here ready. So EZA details. Oh, EZA details. Get this ready ahead of time only for them to actually not drop the info, but hey, then at least the thumbnail's ready for when they do. So do that. Although actually, do I even have like, do I have the arts for STR Whis and LR Beerus and Whis? I mean, I guess surely I would have got the LR Beerus and Whis art for when they EZA'd. Maybe. Maybe not. Good choice, beans are king. But yeah, all good, Tala. How are you doing today? I must have missed. Oh no, there's Beerus and Whis. Okay. Well, what size is that image? Okay, yeah, it is one of the high quality ones. That's good. And I have... Okay, I have the SSR for Whis. I guess that'll do. Although that's actually not a high quality one, but... where did the Beerus and Whis go? Oh, I got a level 7 extreme AGL dodge. I think I already got one of those and gave it to Goma. Where's that Beerus and Whis image gone? I literally just had it. And now I can't see it in the folder, like, at all. I was literally just looking at it. Bruh. I hate when that happens. Okay, there. Oh, and the Beerus and Whis have got one of those really annoying sprites where one of the characters is like way lower on the art, so if you want to fit Whis' face in the thumbnail, Beerus is like super low down in the picture. Good times.
All right, let's do this.
You know that I'll have to do. Details of tomorrow, which lines up with Rick's post. 9 AM content drops have the info drop the day before. Do they? They haven't done that for a while, I thought. Well, not a while, but I think recently it's been 2 days before. Means EZA details are dropping when I'm at work.
All right, let's do this.
Well, that's annoying.
Let's do this.
Celebration has only been on for 2 days. I mean, that is also true, to be fair. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like it's been fairly regular for me for quite a lot of celebrations in a row now that the EZA details have been on Sunday. That's where I generally assume that they're going to be on a Sunday. But as we can see from today, it's obviously not always the case, annoyingly. Finish off this thumbnail. It's funny that they're both STR as well. Well, I'll save that ready for tomorrow then, I guess. But yeah, no news today is disappointing. No, the details after daylight savings, the details, Twitter details now are an hour after I start streaming. When I do my early streams. So if the details are tomorrow, it'll be at this time tomorrow.
All right, let's do this.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Like, that's the thing that people complain about a lot is, like, people get all the content done in one day and then complain there's nothing to do. But if you can, it is, like, a good idea to try and space it out a little bit. Obviously, it's different for me because, like, making content, especially when new stuff comes out, we want to get the content done and get, like, videos out and stuff. Yeah, that one guy's comment. I made a tweet about that. Yeah, that one guy that was just like, you cheated. It's like, what? I'm skipping, saving for LR Kid Boo and GDC. Super Beerus units will be the headliners. Tagoju and Goku and Carnival Beerus. I'm pretty sure we won't get any more Battle of Gods units now. The fact that they've done this celebration now, I don't think we'll see another Battle of Gods thing for like when Super Beerus comes out. Which is stupid, but yeah. But as we said, we were talking about on the podcast and stuff, like we don't know how much they know in advance and like how much, like they could have been planning this God Goku and Beerus for ages. Save that. It'd be easy to do if they drop more than 2 things to do in the game. Yeah, that's true. Oh yeah, like back in the day, it was a bit more of a big thing to like do all the content in one day, whereas now it's not as much of a difficult thing to like do all the content in one day because yeah, they're not bringing out as much before. I still believe in Kefla, Bardock, and Tapion this year. We need a new Bardock or something Bardock related so we can get the Tech Bardock EZA.
All right, let's do this.
Need a good Trunks unit. I mean, we technically just got 3 good Trunks units because all of the Xeno Trunkses are good. Oh, we got Beerus. Guaranteed gold equip. Is it just going to be another level 7 super attack, which happens to me quite regularly when I get Beerus? What we need is heroes, true. True. We just need more heroes always. Yeah, it's a shame that Trunks, that in Xeno Trunks from the crossover banner doesn't support, like... Yeah, look, it happened again. Now, what's the point of having Beerus and it be like, oh yeah, guaranteed gold slot equip, and then it's level 7 super attack, which I absolutely will not put on anyone. Like, why would I? Utter garbage. Yes, I've already got God equips on Goma. I mean, nobody else on Extreme AGL deserves them, really. New Bojack or Final Form Freezer. Yep, that'll be good.
All right, let's do this.
Yeah, plus we've waited so long and still not gotten a Dokkan Fest Freezer, so him being Carnival would be really disappointing. No, it's more useless than a level 7 SA boost, level 7 gold crit for Super STR. Bro. Oh yeah, I forgot. There's that thing about the pudding thing. I only grew up with Z, so I only like Z releases or Z movies. I mean, I think it depends what it is. Like, Dragon Ball Super introduced some cool stuff. Like, I'm a big fan of Goku Black and Zamasu, and, like, obviously I don't like the ending to the Future Saga arc, but, yeah, the limited time content thing is just such a weird, like, we talked about this, I talked about it on the podcast, I've talked about it before with you guys and stuff, but, like, I just feel like there's no good events to do at the moment. Like, the Supervillain Vegeta one's going to go away, which...
All right, let's do this.
Supervillain Jiren. And then, yeah. STR Blue Kaioken. I mean, yeah, you could make sure you crit on that Spirit Bomb, I guess. Imagine Dokkan Fest King Cold and Final Form Cooler. I know, Dokkan original stuff is where they really need to, like, expand into, I think, nowadays. Because, like, every other character's been done, apart from the minor characters. Like, obviously we never had a Dokkan Fest Deborah. I mean, we technically did have Deborahs in the game, but Dokkan original stuff, I think, is where the real, like, bread and butter of, like, crazy stuff that they can start doing going forward. Like, that's probably the area that they have the most. I guess it takes a lot more work because it's all the animations, whilst there'll be references to things that the characters do by themselves and stuff, like in the actual source material, especially if it's like a Joint Forces or Reverse Exchange character. It's a lot more work, I guess, because all the animations have to be completely original. But like, I can't believe Legends has a Goku and Bardock card and Dokkan doesn't. That seems like a massive, massive missed opportunity to me. Who's stronger, Zanya or Android 18 during the time of that movie? I mean, I guess we never really find out, like, how strong Zanya is. Because does Zanya fight anyone? Does she fight, is it Zanya that fights Krillin? I can't remember. But I mean, obviously Krillin is not exactly a high benchmark for power level of characters at that point. Because, yeah, Zanya doesn't really do anything. And, like, in the fight, even with, like, Bojack and Gohan and stuff, like, Zanya doesn't really do anything. Apart from then just get killed by, well, sacrificed by Bojack. So, I don't know. I don't think it would be a huge stretch to say Android 18, but... yeah, I feel like it's probably not a huge stretch to say Android 18, but I don't know, what do you guys think? Because like I said, we don't really see Zanya do anything, so it's kind of hard to... Like, we know that We know that Android 18 and 17, I mean, we don't really know exactly, but I'd say they're like roughly supposed to be the same strength, right? I mean, there's no reason to believe that they would be massively different. And 17 was still swapping hands with Kami absorbed Piccolo, who, whilst Piccolo doesn't really do anything in the BoJack movie either, I guess it's like, do we think that Zangya is stronger than Kami absorbed Piccolo? Don't know. Like I say, the biggest problem is that Zangya just doesn't really have any like feats. She just doesn't really do anything. Yeah, she fights Krillin and then dies later to BoJack. Yeah, so she just doesn't really do anything. But yeah, I could see with the fact that we know that STR Beast Gohan is going to EZA for the 12th anniversary. I think if they were going to release a new Beast Gohan and Orange Piccolo, I think the best timing for doing that is just release it for the 12th anniversary as a reversible exchange character. And then we have the EZA for STR Beast Gohan, and then boom, there's your like best rotation in the game, like right there. Yeah, if superheroes TDC means they'll probably age up before Beast EZA is true. Yeah, Goku, Bujin, and Bido will do more than Zangya, but that's not saying much. Yeah. I imagine Goku is probably the strongest, although he's the strongest from what we see, because he transforms like BoJack, and Trunks has to go Super Saiyan to beat him. So, but then he fights the strongest person out of all the ones that BoJack's minions fight. Like, Goku fights the strongest one, because he fights Trunks. So, again, we don't really know, because you could argue that all of them are roughly as strong as each other, which means that Zangya, Bujin, and Bido can all transform as well. They just don't. Yeah, it's hard to know. Like, we just don't really see much of them, so... You do EZA for superhero TDC. That's also kind of true. There's that physical Super Saiyan 2 Gohan that should have EZA during the Broly Worldwide EZA that supports movie heroes. He should get an EZA because then he would be on that team. That would be cool. Yeah, physical Gogeta has some insane EZA potential as well. Because obviously, him becoming meta-relevant again, like while having that active skill and everything, is going to be super crazy. Having the target ability and just being able to dodge everything. He'll probably be back on like the... Because Realm of Gods is getting all these crazy buffs this year and everything, and then he's going to get his EZA for the next anniversary. He'll probably be straight back onto the like optimal Realm of Gods team. I probably shouldn't have put Vegeta in slot 3. I mean, he might dodge, but if he doesn't, that'd be awkward. Oh yeah, and of course Broly stuns, which is really annoying. I probably should have just stayed as UI Goku. Yeah, the Gammas will potentially be the weakest one just because they kind of were the weakest ones before. Hopefully they'll just make them like a mega support. So then when you use the new Beast Gohan, hopefully the New Year's Gohan will still be usable. And then like the LR Gammas on the team would be giving like insane support. Hopefully that will work like that, I don't know. So then everyone gets buffed. UI Goku, in UI Goku has guaranteed dodge on this turn. I mean, yeah, this team is kind of crazy. $200. I mean, yeah, that's the way it would make the most sense, is Anniversary being a Beast and Orange Piccolo reverse exchange with STR Beast EZA. Then standalone blue fusions as one of the parts would be pretty cool. Could you imagine if they just decided to do a really crazy Dokkan original, like Super Bosses thing, right? So Orange Piccolo and Gohan, but then one of the other units is Reversible Exchange Broly and Cell Max. It makes no sense other than the fact that they're both super bosses and like movie bosses. But that would be kind of cool. Like, because then when you use them on like extreme teams, Cell Max would have big bad bosses. Broly would make the unit be on the Pure Saiyans teams and have like Super Saiyan Link and stuff. Like that's where reversible exchange I think can be super fun for the categories and stuff when you have two characters that are on very, very different categories. Because that unit would be on like Pure Saiyans and androids and artificial life forms, but they'd obviously be on movie bosses and super bosses. They'd be on Uncontrollable Power, Exploding Rage, Mission Execution, because I'm pretty sure... Is Cell Max on Mission Execution? I feel like he should be. I think Broly could overpower Cell Max. Potentially? I don't know, that's an interesting one. I do kind of want to see if you would actually tank this, because he negates the super attack of light effects, right? So technically he shouldn't get stunned.
This'll be over in a second.
I could just use the Vegeta active skill and then we'd probably just kill him, but... Because, yeah, in theory, shouldn't, like, God Vegeta not get stunned here? No, he did get stunned. I thought he was immune to status effects. Yeah, Cell Max was super good, but yeah, he aged very, very quickly, unfortunately. Oh, is it only for crossover? Okay, because he gets his damage reduction if it's crossover or Realm of Gods. So the status effect part is only for crossover. Okay. Man. Let's have a look. Oh, yes. Nullifies negative effects when there is another crossover ally in the same turn. Well, that's annoying. I mean, he's still tanked a fully built up Bio Broly super attack in slot 1 though, so that's cool. But yeah, Realm of Gods is such a fun team. Heroes EZAs will happen when we get the Heroes Dokkan Frontier. Dude, that would be so good. A crossover Frontier where it's got like Xenoverse fights and like Heroes fights and stuff, dude. That would be so good. Yeah, let's see, shall we? Where's our boy Shen? How do I get the pudding for exchange? How do I get Book of War? So the Book of War things are from these missions in like the panel thing. So you should, if you've done some of them, you should have some of them already. The pudding items come from a specific story event, which is that story event back already, or is it coming back when the thing gets updated? It's not that one, is it? Yeah, so it's actually not available currently. But the event will come back when the thing gets revamped. But let's have a look if we can find it in here. Is it going to have a thing saying that it's coming back soon? Or is it too far away for that to be on here? Trying to look at all the arts because it should have Beerus in the image. I think it has Vegeta. It's the event that has like the Rage Vegeta, because the Beerus stage is like on a boat. That one? Yeah. Vegeta the Indomitable Warrior. And stage 2, Birthday Party and the God of Destruction drops the pudding items. Exploding Rage is the thing. I already have a full LR Exploding Rage team. I mean, it's a team that could definitely be updated, but it doesn't really matter as long as they're all LRs. Farm the pudding now so you waste keys instead of stamina. That is also a very good point. I might mention that actually because I'm going to do a video about it today, so I might mention that. You've also got to be aware as well, there's an extra spot on the map where you can get pudding items. So you need to like ideally try and get the right dice rolls to be able to get to... Nice, there we go. Get an extra 2 by hitting that rainbow tile on the map. It's not a crazy amount, but every little helps, I guess. Although we'll see how much you get, because when this event was first available, we didn't even have like the boost support memories and stuff. Like when this first came out, I don't think support memories weren't even in the game when this event first came out. Like I remember farming this back when it was first out. Because my video on the free-to-play, I did a video of the free-to-play AGL, Bulma and Vegeta versus like, because they're a free unit, I did it versus like Prime Battle Frieza event. And that was one of the first videos I had that like randomly went into the algorithm. This is back when I had like maybe 50 subs and had like my videos would maybe get like 30 views or something. And then that video got like 10,000 views in like a couple of days for some reason. Just using the AGL free-to-play Vegeta versus the Frieza Prime Battle event. Okay, so we got, what, 4, 7... We got 10 in total from doing one run. That's the thing, it probably is just quicker to just auto it and like let the auto, even if it misses the tile on the floor, it's probably just quicker. Because I could probably set it up with the auto clicker. Although, no, my luck, I'll set up an auto clicker thing to farm a bunch of them. And then when the stage does come out, they'll add a thing that's like, they'll add missions that are like beat the stage like 20 times or something in order to get something. And so then I'll end up having to play it again anyway. People are upset at Genshin because we have 60 pulls. Have any content. Dokkan isn't the only game suffering. So I don't know if it's getting revamped, but there's a thing in one of the missions is about getting. It says exchange an item for pudding, but then it says like new items will be available or something. Let me bring up the wording here. So missions. Oh, hang on. It's not under missions, is it? It's under panel missions. Yeah, where is it? Board 2. Exchange pudding for items once. Exchange the treasure item pudding for items at a barbershop. New merchandise will be added to the pudding section in the barbershop on the 12th of the 5th. So yeah, that's when the new content is coming. So the EZAs and stuff should be out on Tuesday. That's why I expected the EZA details to be today. I hate that you have to set up an additional auto clicker for key stages. I can't say I've really farmed like key stages very much, so it's not really been an issue that I've come across. But oh yeah, Proton, as you're here, you might know because somebody was bringing it up before. So the physical UI Goku. Physical UI Goku gives dodge support. That's not like cumulative to the dodge that a character already has, right? So he gives 14% extra dodge. If a character has 90% dodge in their own passive, they don't now have 100% dodge because of UI Goku, right? Because as far as I understand, anything that's support is just added as like a separate thing. Because we were talking about like Shen on the Realm of Gods team. He has 90% dodge after he dodges an attack. He auto dodges the first attack, then he has 90%. So in theory, if they did stack with physical UI Goku on the rotation, he would just have 100% dodge for the entire turn. But yeah, I've got 21. I'm not going to farm like loads of those now. Because I think the things that even were in the shop weren't actually, they didn't cost that much. Oh yeah, I like the fact that these things are finally here, but they're nothing actually of any value. Oh, right, yeah, there was a mission to beat that stage. I wonder if one of these is just going to be like EZA, the Beerus and Whis or something. Matter of fact, I don't need any of these. They're like all rainbow for me. So you can only get 10 Kais. What am I supposed to do with all the rest of them? Yeah, shout out to Bringer. Indication says struggling to do the Heated Showdown Stage 2 TOP mission. So Bringer posted the link to my video in the chat. So you can check that out. That was just the video that I put up, like when it came out, doing all the missions. Alright, we'll use Shen. Shen's on the first turn, let's go. Feels like crit and dodge are cumulative like that. Oh, it is! I thought in the past everyone said it didn't work like that, but... Oh, well, there you go. So, that's pretty crazy. But yeah, this is the only reason... I know it doesn't really matter too much because he's not on the team to do damage, but I don't like the fact that if you use Shen, like, he just has no... He has no links active. $1.6 million, let's go. No, it is actually 17. It's 16 and then 17. It's not bad. I'm not sure if you missed it, Godly Reaper, but I did read that out before, units aging slower. I read that out, I think, the first time you said it, but I think that is very good. Power Creep has kind of slowed down a little bit, but then at the same time, that is kind of bad as well, because, like, Power Creep has slowed down because, like, especially because limited content, I think, we're not getting as many difficult events. Because even with, like, that Jiren fight, the Ultra Super Villain Jiren, like... It could be difficult for crossover, although I did the mission using no new units for a video, but like some of the missions can be difficult, but if you take some of the best teams, the most powerful teams in the game into that Jiren supervillain fight, like they don't struggle against him at all. That's the only problem with like, I think... I guess Dokkan, it's got to be a very sensitive spot. This will be, I guess, because I have to word this correctly, because otherwise it will sound like one of those people complain about everything things. But like, because too much power creep is bad, but I think to a certain extent, not enough power creep is also bad. Like, we don't want to be having new units come out and then all of the events in the game are just too easy. My bad, ads. Hey, no worries, my dude. You're all good. Dodge God, but no links. I've seen him fairly... Yeah, I mean, literally, I did the showcase video for him when he got his EZA, and he died in that video. About 2 years ago, someone made a post about Harudagan stacking dodge within the turn. To do a private server where an enemy attacks like 50 times in a turn. Dodged every single attack. Well, it's... The thing that I always thought it was is characters that have a build-up thing in their own passive, they all stack. So when a character says, like, high chance to dodge... and then they have an extra 20% chance to dodge, like in slot 1 or something, we know that that means that adds up to 70%. But in the past, I always thought, like, support stuff was all separate. Should my glorious King AGLUI Goku, you don't have to worry about power creep. True. UI Goku forever fraudulent. Man, he doesn't even link with Beerus. That would be so good. They're both divine beings, after all. Support and not being support, the skill is the same. Target for the skill is different. Most of the time it's self. We want to beat everyone on rotation. But that's too specific, technically specific for my understanding. I want to see Beerus, 55% Beerus on his first turn, tank against Pyro Broly. Sad at the end that Rose came out as the worst unit of the GDC. I mean, I think that just says a lot about how good the other characters were, because Rose is good. But yeah, obviously the other characters were just so good that he ended up being the worst one, unfortunately.
Get ready.
Yeah, but the fact that this team has so many ways to get like a crazy amount of dodge, this team just absolutely destroys the Bio Broly fight. Because obviously now we've got the Int UI has 100% dodge in this turn. The LRs have 24 key. Let's go. What we thought before the video posted the phase 2 dodge buffs like Rudigans or LRUs was added as a separate dodge chance. I always thought those were the same if it was within the term like AGL UI, like every time he dodges. I always thought those were added on. I just always thought that support was different for some reason. I'll try and find this Vegeta story event in the Dokkan info section now as well, so I can bring that up for the video. I'm trying to just like relax my eyes and like just scan for the picture of that Vegeta, but that isn't working very well for me. Although I guess if I know the name of the event, I could just Google it. I'll come back with the link to the Dokkan info page. Yeah, the fact that he had super bosses as a leader skill I think was disappointing. A lot of things they could do with passive skills, even the mix of pure and hybrid Saiyans in the new God Goku's passive skill, that's something they couldn't have done years ago. Yeah, because normally we have the thing where it's like, per this ally or this ally category, whichever one has the most or whatever it is, whereas now it's like, yeah, just both of them added together. Which is good. Right, so hopefully Tech Shen just dodges everything here and then we win. He's just a normal semi-finalist in the World Tournament. Why is he on Realm of Gods? Yeah, I don't know. Wait, that's Nappa's technique. What was it called? It was like Indomitable Will or something. Vegeta, Indomitable Warrior. Dokkan. There we go. It's actually not the event page. It's the news page. That's close enough. I didn't realize he had like a continuous KO screen from this super attack animation. Yeah, reversible exchange marked the day when the Joined Forces category died. Because, yeah, Joined Forces, there's just no need for them to ever make a Joined Forces character again. Although, I suppose it depends. Like, for funny free-to-play or, like, because, like, if they ever made another, like, Goku and Chi-Chi or something, like, as a free-to-play character, they're not going to do them as a reversible exchange. They might as well just be a Joined Forces character. But, obviously, Joined Forces characters are just arguably worse in every way because they, have less categories and worse links and stuff. So. And then join GT bosses got to join forces LR. True. I mean, I guess again that's another good example, like Goten and Gohan, because they basically share all the same categories anyway. They're not a character that you have to make them a reverse exchange. Whereas characters like Gamma 2 and Piccolo and like Gamma 1 and Gohan, they're like a really, really good example of a unit that makes for a really good, really fun reverse exchange character, because they would have such different links and categories and stuff. Like, those characters would be terrible if they were Joined Forces characters. They'd be on superheroes and movie heroes, and that's basically it. That would be absolutely terrible. Well, and yeah, Joined Forces. They'd be on superhero, movie hero, and Joined Forces. Yeah, Frieza and Gogeta is another good example. Majin Vegeta and Goku, obviously they're both pure Saiyans, but like they're a good, like, the versus fight characters I think are a cool idea. Because I think we talked about it for years, how it's something that people want to see, but I don't know if they would think it would be hype enough to be like a dual Dokkan Fest. So instead of getting a 17 and Piccolo dual Dokkan Fest, having a 17 and Piccolo reversible exchange would be super good. And then if they did it as, I think someone mentioned this, I don't know if it was Bringer or if we were just talking about it before, but like, if it was a dual Dokkan Fest, the other character could be Super Saiyan Vegeta and 18 reversible exchange. I think that would be pretty cool. Like how the tag superhero leaders are combinations of the Gamma TURs and the Gohan and Piccolo LRs. Yeah, Caulifla's is a separate one. Wait, really? It's all separate? I thought that's why you could get Caulifla to 100% dodge if you had the right allies. Yeah, the reversible exchange things where like you just don't use the exchange for some of the characters, yeah. Like I literally only ever use the exchange with Zamasu if I need to heal. Like if I start the turn on low health, I exchange into Zamasu, use his active skill, get a massive heal, and then just switch back to Rose. So like I just never use Zamasu. We've had some characters come out recently with the Trunkses and like other Vegetas that make it so that actually exchanging STR Blue Goku into Vegeta is sometimes kind of good. But still not always. So yeah. The UI is the same, you do the crazy turn with Vegeta and you go back to UI. I think it depends. Because you get the one turn of 100% dodge, then with UI, then on the next turn, depending on the boss, you switch to Blue Evolution Vegeta and he can't die. And then what I normally do is then I use the active skill and then switch back to UI so that he does the crazy extra damage. Oh, excuse me. When do the details come out? Seemingly they come out tomorrow now. I thought they were coming out today, but they didn't. So I will be ending the stream here in a minute. UI does no damage unless you use the active. I don't think that's necessarily true. Like, he just did what? On this turn, we just got a 52 million attack stat on his 18 key super. I mean, considering he's a defense god as well, I don't really mind too much. I think I said this, like, since his release, but, like, he's there to be mostly defense focused. Like, him not having crazy attack stats, I don't think is the worst thing in the world. No links. Good old no links Shen. That's what we should call him. No links Shen over here. Imagine Vegeta better than UI confirmed. Yeah, Diamond Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta was not as good as he could have been, unfortunately. Yeah, not every unit needs to drop crazy numbers, exactly. That's the thing I've said before for years with these characters, is like, characters have certain roles on the team. Like, if a character is a dodge character or is like a defense character, you don't expect them to do insane damage. Right, yeah, you transformed, didn't you? So it's just GG now, probably. Yeah, the Realm of Gods team is just so good now. He did just transform this turn, right? But yeah, I suppose it's one of those things. Units still do need to do good damage, but... Please fire the entire team who decided to add time-limited content to the game. I mean, that's the thing, right? We said this on the podcast last night as well, but every time they ask for feedback now, every survey, all of that stuff, just remember to always mention the fact that we don't like limited time content. Like... and just keep bringing it up every time there's a survey, every time there's any way to, like, they ask to give feedback or anything. Just keep mentioning that we don't like limited time content, and hopefully eventually they'll do something about it if we keep bringing it up every single time they ask for feedback. I should make a note, because I keep trying to remember every time we talk about stuff on the stream and I remember a thing that's like, oh yeah, the next time there's a survey I should mention these things that we don't like. Though I'm trying to think, where did I last add those to? I thought I had a notepad thing, but maybe not. Oh, I might not have saved it. But funnily enough, one of the things I think I had written down before was the ability to mass sell, like, SRs and stuff. So, kind of funny that I don't need to do that now. Let's see if Shen with the Beerus Realm of Gods buff can actually kill Jiren here. No info dropped today, which means it'll be tomorrow. So I will be live again tomorrow morning. So we should see the stuff tomorrow. So it should be 23 hours from now. We should get the EZA details. Yes, Shen's actually going to kill him, I think. Yes, Shen the goat. Let's go. Alright, good stuff. Right, well, there you go. So, no news, unfortunately, today, but we had some fun and shenanigans with the Realm of Gods team. The Realm of Gods team is in a super, super good place now, which is good to see. I know people were worried after the end of the anniversary that Realm of Gods wasn't in the best spot, but the team definitely is looking very, very good now. So, we do love to see that. So that's going to be it for the stream. I appreciate you guys coming out. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, give a follow if you're on the Twitch side. Do check out the link to the second channel pinned in the chat, Ningen Plays. It's where I do all of my non-Dokkan stuff. I will be streaming some The Long Dark in 5 hours time. It's basically just a chill. I say chill. I do have to fight wolves and bears sometimes, but it's a chill like survival game where you're out in the frozen wilderness and you need to scavenge food and items like fires, all this kind of stuff. Like, it's just kind of a cool little chill survival game. So I'll be playing that for a few hours over on the second channel. The link is pinned in the chat, so do go check that out if you like hanging out with me and the rest of the guys in the chat, and you want to do that some more but with some non-Dokkan gameplay, then do go out, check out the second channel. But yeah, that's it from me. I appreciate you all coming out. Like, follow, subscribe, all that good stuff. I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.